So can you see that guy with quite a fat face in the background wearing a, I think it's a carnation. That's,
Oh, yeah.
I just done my board breaking and then Sir Ken comes on. Awesome speaker on stage. Just gifted. So here's a guy who wore his intellect lightly. You never felt in his presence like small and unintelligent. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a real gift, that. And his timing. So he'd come out and people had read his bio, you know, he's professor of this, whatever, is over, you know, and he'd come out and he just had the time of a stand-up, but he didn't notice he was being funny. So he'd tell a joke and then he'd go, oh God, that was really funny. And he'd laugh a moment after. In fact, it was so funny, he genuinely, somebody laughed so much they fell off the chair. That's true, isn't it, Brendan? But you have to stop using that in his introduction because it sounds like a hard sort of standard to hit. The most watched TED Talk of all time. So if you want to see Ken in action, absolutely millions and millions of views. The most famous TED Talk of all time, if you've never heard of TED. So if you want to see Ken doing his stuff as a tribute to what a wonderful man, what a wonderful speaker he was, watch that TED Talk. For me, the highlight was not Ken on stage, it was Ken off stage. So I think we'd done the Shard or whatever, or the Gherkin or whatever it is. And then I'd heard via Brendan that Ken was doing a gig in Bradford and he was staying in a hotel near Foster Square. So I rang Ken up and said, I don't know if you know Ken, but as a sideline, I do this presentation mastery thing. And like, you're a god of speaking, right? You're the best speaker I've ever had the pleasure of sharing the stage with. And you're the most watched TED Talk of all time. Can I come and just chat to you about how to be a better speaker? I ordered some tea and a big pot of tea came and he sat down. And what I loved was, you know, when you know somebody's giving you their full attention. And I knew he had things to do. He's a busy guy. He probably had another gig that next night and he had to get somewhere. And he clearly had to pack all his stuff, didn't he? But he just gave me his full attention. And this was gold dust, what he told me. So I said, Ken, you know, when you speak, you know, when you go out, do you have like, you know, I don't have a script, you know, all I've got to hear is like a quick little mind map here that I haven't looked at once so far, right? But you normally have an idea how you're going to start a presentation, finish a presentation, you know, 2 or 3 key points. So how do you prep, Ken? You know, do you know what you're going to do? Anyway, this was his advice, and I give it to all of you who want to be great communicators. If you want to even come close to being as good as Ken was, right? And he said, yeah, sort of prep. He said, but I think giving a great speech or presentation, so whether that's at a wedding, a funeral, sadly, in business, he said, I think it's like a bit like playing jazz. He said, so I go out with a definite tune in mind, but it's important to go off on some twiddly bits now and again and have some fun with the audience, right? And what's interesting is he told me that 20 years ago, and it's only now, today actually, right, that I realise it just sunk in. Because every one of these shows, I've been playing jazz. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now in this very moment. And that's the biggest tribute I can give to Ken Robinson. That for 20 years, that one line impacted on me, right? Because you have no idea what tune I was going to play tonight, have you? And you don't know if I've gone off on the twiddly bit either, and maybe I haven't. London Business Forum, by the way, support London Business Forum, support your events industry. So people like Brendan, for years, putting on stunning, amazing events in incredible locations with incredible speakers like Sir Ken Robinson. And in this time of the chicken and doom, they need your support more than ever before. So go check out Sir Ken Robinson. You will not be disappointed. It's such a sad, sad loss. And it was an even bigger man than Schwarzenegger. He's an even bigger inspiration than Schwarzenegger to me. And he was even more magnificent off stage than he even was on it.